2 weeks ago, we started a makeover journey without surgery, and even after the first week, the results were amazing. Today, we welcome back Nicole Belle from Face Today Mediclinic and our guinea pig, Chris Jones. Welcome to you both.
Hi.
Looking fabulous, might I say.
Thank you.
I want to take people back, in case you didn't see the show 2 weeks ago, I want to take people back to how you looked originally, Chris. I know she gets all sort of, oh no, don't show that picture, but it really is the good test, isn't it? So we have a look now. Now this particular one is of you frowning, and we've done that specifically for what we're focusing on today. But what was it that Chris didn't like about herself?
Well, Chris has got the big 6-0 next year. She's 59. She felt a little bit tired. So in her heart, Chris felt 20. But on her face, she looked in the mirror and thought, who is that? I don't recognise this person. So she felt like she was a bit drawn, tired, and just a bit deflated. And so she was actually feeling...
a bit brighter.
She wanted to be freshened up and feel a bit brighter in herself.
Well, as I said, the results are amazing. What have you done to date?
So to date, the first thing we started with was that Chris needed volumising. So we used Radius through this area here. We actually did a little bit of an eyebrow lift with Radius. Believe it or not, we straightened her nose as well. Elevated here, built up the jowl area. We did Restylane all over her face, picked up her lips.
Look down the barrel of the camera for us, Chris.
Oh, it's a mess.
Now, what are we focusing on today?
Well, once we've actually got our volume and we've got the natural shape of her lips back, I looked at a photograph of her which you showed us when she was younger. I've reshaped the lips, and then I thought, let's just soften a little bit. Now, the thing is that this is a cosmetic unit. You can't focus on one area. So with Chris, just frown for me, Chris. So we've actually just gotten rid of this. When you have a frown, it makes you... No, it makes you look cranky and people think you're unhappy, sad, annoyed, whatever. So this really brightens you up. And with the smile, I haven't whacked it out like we see some terrible photos around. Just smile, Chris, and you can see she's still... Give us a smile. She's still got a little bit of a crinkle here because we have to have the balance of the face. A little bit here, a bit of softening, and I've also done what's called platysmal banding. Can you just do that action for me? You see that she's not pulling. Now, could you do that action for me, Susie?
I certainly can, quite as you mean my frill neck lizard look.
That's it.
Yes, I certainly can.
So,
how's that?
yes, Chris had that before, and as we age, this doesn't age Susie because she's got a good hydration, etc. But as we age, the bands start to pull down and it starts to look like you've got a turkey neck. So in softening that, it actually brings your whole neck up. We've also done a little bit of a tricky area down here, which is called your depressor muscle. So there's lots of, it's actually artistry in the face.
So you've used Botox today.
Actually, I've used Dysport. There's two different brands.
Right.
There's Botox by Allergan and there's Dysport by Ipsen.
But they both do the same thing?
They're both botulism type A.
Yeah, which is really weird,
Which is
isn't it?
basically, it's a bit like paracetamol, Panadol. They're all the same type of thing.
But botulism is food poisoning.
I know people always think, oh, it's a poison, but in actual fact, a lot of the medications that we take, be it your antibiotics and a lot of things on the market, are actually poisons. So taken in any great dose, lots of people have died of taking various antibiotics, bits and pieces. They're all poisons. No one has ever died of Botox. So it is actually a safe use.
You were talking about artistry, but where can you use it?
Well, when I actually look at a face, I just want to show you a photograph of, what I look at. So when I'm talking to you, Susie, or I'm looking at Chris, Chris is a makeup artist, and she looks at contour, shading, highlighting. When I look at a face, I'm actually imagining the muscles under the face because all of these muscles create certain action. So I can actually create artistry in lifting a brow. I can stop these corners of the mouth, sad mouth turning down by putting a tidge of Dysport here and here, and a little bit here and here. It stops that groove there. You can actually create up action.
And how long does that last?
Dysport actually, in my experience and different doctors I work with, lasts around about 4 months. So it seems to have a bit more longevity to it. But generally it's 3 to 4 months. And then you come back and you retreat it again.
Oh, my apologies, girls. I've got a
I think she's doing really well with that frog.
Oh, dear. So what if we discontinued it? What happens if we didn't do it any longer?
Well, for example, with Chris's frown line here, she will actually get out of the habit. So if she said, Nikki, that's it, I'm never going to do any Dysport again, she sort of turned the clock back and gotten out of the habit, she would just go back to a general, muscle action that she had before. But it always sort of cheats time a little bit and softens everything. But there's, you will return to whatever you were like before.
That's great. And what's the next step? What's step 3?
Well, step 3 is where I think everyone's got a passion for lips. I mean, I'm a bit of a lip queen myself, and I would love to just talk to people about lips and not, take the fear out of those enormous lips that people are scared they're ever going to have. A lot of people want that definition, and it's about defining the edges, getting a turn up in the corner of the mouth, taking away the sad look. So lips and skin. We've started on Chris's skin doing some Priori, some cleansing with cosmetics. So skin and lips, I think, because it's really important to have your canvas looking good as well.
Great stuff. Thank you, girls. We look forward to step 3 of our beauty makeover.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to see the transformation. It's all good. Thank you.